Ever since the last update, Mirage Island has been the easiest it's ever been to find inside a Blox route. So today we're going to go over the fastest way to find it and any tips and tricks that I have for you to find this super quick. Let's go. Before this video begins, this video is sponsored by U7Buy. U7Buy is a website that allows you to buy fruits, boosting anything Blox route related and Roblox related. You can use the code Philly to get 5% off at checkout. Make sure to check them out in the description below. And a big thank you to U7Buy for sponsoring this video. Okay, so before we get started hunting Mirage Island, the boat that I recommend that you guys use for this hunt is going to be the Sentinel. Now, not everyone has the Sentinel, so if you don't have this boat, I recommend using whatever boat has the most amount of HP for you. Now, the reason I use the Sentinel is because it is by far the fastest boat in the entire game, and is the only boat in the game that can outrun the Terror Sharks, making it an extremely useful tool for being able to get around and only hunt Mirage Island without having to worry about any sea events. Now, when hunting Mirage Island, I recommend that you have the shipwright subclass, as it makes it a lot easier to just stay out in the sea and not having to go and get a boat again and then have to come all the way back. Now, if you don't have your shipwright subclass, I recommend you check out the video that I made on it. It is a super easy guide on how to get that completely done very quickly. Okay, so there are actually two ways to hunt Mirage Island in this game. Now, the first way is to do what I'm doing and go to the danger level 4 or 5 zone and just kind of search around here until you find Mirage Island. Now, if you want to find it a little bit quicker, but you're going to have some other issues, I recommend you actually go all the way to the danger level question mark zone, and that's because you have a better chance of spawning it there, but you won't be able to see very well. And because Mirage Island already has very limited visibility, you might run into the problem where you're just not able to see anything, which is why I like to hunt in around 4 or 5, as it is just easier once you find the island. Now, you'll know when you find Mirage Island because a giant island will literally spawn in front of you, and it's really hard to see on this island, so just keep that in mind when you're running around, especially if it's nighttime. You basically can't see anything. Now, obviously, it's a lot easier now. It used to be a lot harder. It actually took me about an hour and a half to find 3 Mirage Islands on stream, so it really isn't that hard anymore. And Mirage Island only lasts about 15 minutes now, so just make sure that you're doing whatever you want to do on Mirage Island super quickly, because it doesn't last that long. Now, the very first tip I have for you guys is to increase your visibility while hunting for Mirage Island, or once you find it, I mean. Now, what you can actually do is enable fast mode in the settings right here, and that will actually make it so you can see inside the Mirage Island just a little bit better, to make it so you can hunt for blue gear and all those other things that you want to do. Now, if you are hunting in the dark sea or the question mark zone, you can actually use the Kitsune mask to increase your vision by 50%. As you can see here, 50% enhanced vision in dark sea, which is very helpful. It does help you see just a little bit better, so that can help you a lot. Alright guys, that is basically everything that you need to know about Mirage Island. Happy hunting, boys!